SoundOff, Louisiana's premier television sports talk show, welcomes you to the round table of sports debate with the three wise guys. SoundOff begins now.
Here we go again. Hurricane Francine sitting off the coast of Louisiana. Expected landfall in our region Wednesday. I don't know the forecast. I don't know if they think it's a tropical storm. Yeah. I've heard tropical storm, hurricane 1, 2, 3. I don't know where we are.
Category 1 is enough for me.
It'll come in and tinkle on us a little bit. That's about it.
I hope you're right,
I'm hoping it's just rain. I'm hoping
Man,
it's
I hope you're right.
I wrote out Lauren. So.
Yeah. You're the one, maybe two idiots that did that. All right, all right. Of course, you know, we're not acting like your parents or your grandparents, but get prepared, stay safe.
Yes.
Don't underestimate these things in the Gulf of Mexico. Hurricane Francine. All right, we have LSU, how do I frame this? Unexpectedly struggles against Nichols. We got McNeese, expectedly had struggles against the Aggies. Yeah. And the Saints, I'm going to go ahead and label an unexpected blowout.
Rick, don't even go there.
I know they're going to win, but my God, 37-point blowout.
Never. I wasn't surprised they won.
No,
but
not
I
at all.
did not expect that.
No, Mike, and some more lousy injury news for the LSU Tigers and a little bit for the McNeese Cowboys. All right, we're coming to you from ESPN Bet at LaBerge Casino. You see it over the shoulder there. Welcome in, boys and girls. The three wise guys with you on SoundOff. That would be Guidry, Hobbs, and Cerro here. All right, we begin with LSU. Now 16th ranked in the AP poll. Gentlemen, they had to fend off. How do I frame this?
That's
scrappy.
Too strong. Not fend off. Now, yes, scrappy, that's a good term.
I think they fended off. Scrappy, the pesky Colonels of Little Nichols from the Southland Conference. They're favored by 46. The Colonels cut it in half.
I think it was 48.
They only lose by 23 points, gentlemen. They can't have a repeat performance to get a dub in South Carolina. They cannot.
Well, that goes
they
without
cannot.
saying.
Let me say what the bigger issue is. McNeese got to play Nichols.
Wow, you just deflected all. You always constantly want to talk about the LSU Tigers. Now he throws it to McNeese's court.
Remember the bet I suggested last week?
You're right, Scooter.
Yes.
Nichols kicked butt on that one.
Wait a minute. I said McNeese would have the lower deficit, but I thought y'all were going to give me the points.
I said Nichols.
Did not you going to give me the
we
48-point spread?
No, who comes
I'm
close?
just kidding.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. You guys won that one.
And we said Nichols.
All right, look. Several times, Brian Kelly leaned in on the Las Vegas hangover for the subpar performance.
Yeah, well, he started
Nichols had a 2-point deficit midway in the third quarter.
All right, let me qualify this.
Oh, here we go.
Here
we go.
No, you're absolutely right,
although
held off was too strong a word. You never got any inkling that LSU might really screw up and
Scooter,
go
I had
Notre Dame
visions
and
of
lose
Troy
that
and
game.
Ed Orgeron, 2017. I'm serious. I did. I did.
Well, that wasn't happening.
Okay.
But no getting around it. LSU did not play very well.
No, they did not.
Sluggish, sloppy late, sluggish early.
the biggest.
They kind of scored when they wanted to. I don't know if you've seen my column.
Not yet.
But the biggest deal, and I don't know the quick fix to this, Nichols at least got a push with physicality.
Yes, they did.
Look,
It's weird to say for LSU. And Brian Kelly kind of refuted it at his press conference today, but they're just not a very physical team right now.
Are you seeing the same? Are you seeing the same?
I'm going to agree with Scooter. Let me say this. We talked all year long about those two offensive tacklers, Campbell.
Where's the O-line?
I'm seeing him getting hit in the mouth a couple times. Okay? And this guy's an All-American. So
across the board, the whole
my
line.
question is, why are you going to throw the ball when Nickel put 7 to 8 guys on the line? But hell, when you was in Vegas, USC did it. You still want to run the damn ball down their throat.
There you go back to play calling.
No,
they
did.
But
well,
it bothers
that's
me.
what Kelly kind of addressed today, was that they weren't going to do that, and that's the reason they didn't try to run the ball, because they were looking at 7, 8 people.
I guess that loss last week may have convinced him
I don't
of that.
remember. They threw 50 times against USC.
I'm just worried right now with some of the injuries. with having to put new guys in places. Rick, we can't lose any
We're
more
going to get
games.
to that in a minute. All right, look,
We can't.
Nichols, this kid, he seems like he's been down in Thibodeau for 10 years. Colin Guggenheim.
He
Just tore up
Good
LSU.
play. He
Just tore him up.
well, he was kind of
LSU
Tore
didn't
him up
recruit him,
on
huh? LSU didn't recruit him.
he was Nichols' Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
what he was.
No, you're right.
He
You're
is a great little FCS player.
is.
He really is. All right. Injuries. John Emery
bothers
out
me.
for the year. Another ACL. You got to be heartbroken for this guy.
Oh, yeah.
And now Jacobian Guillory,
Yeah.
the best defensive lineman
By far.
LSU's got,
But for
out
sure
for
the
year.
best interior. Yeah.
I just-
Out for the year.
That's
Of the
what bothers
two,
me.
I mean, you know, they can find more running backs. They can't find another
No, they
Guillory.
cannot. No, they cannot. You're right about that. No.
Rick, when you look at the game,
Now, they will. They did say that he will. No, they are
They're
discussing
trying.
with him.
they're trying.
Well, if they ask for another 6 year,
Yeah.
he'll
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
It's a matter of whether he
Yeah.
wants to or
Yeah.
not.
I just go back and I look, Rick, you know, you going down South Carolina and something's got to change.
Well,
Well, it better, because South Carolina is not a juggernaut, and I don't care what
They're
they
not.
did to Kentucky.
They're not. They're not.
no,
But
walking off the edge. I know you're going to poo-pah this. Notre Dame got beat by Northern Illinois, and they're number 5 in the country. Oregon was
Didn't see
number
that
3.
coming.
They've struggled for 2
Did
weeks.
not see that
Alabama
coming. Alabama.
was in a dogfight
Yeah.
with South Florida till
Yeah.
the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of
Till
teams
into
are out
the
there
fourth
struggling.
quarter.
Yeah.
And did you see
Oklahoma's struggling.
Did you see the end of the Notre Dame Northern Illinois?
No, I didn't.
I didn't.
They tried to give that game to Notre
Oh,
Dame.
I heard about it. I read the reports.
That was the worst call.
I read the reports.
The guy got the first down by 3/4 of a yard.
Yeah.
They reviewed it, 4th down. So they not only had to kick it from farther out, although he made
Yeah.
it fairly easily, but it left 31 seconds
Yeah,
on the
you're right.
clock where they could have run it
Gotta
down
watch-
to
gotta
nothing.
watch those
And you know,
Irish
Notre
there.
Dame actually, it was 62 yards, but they actually, with those 31 seconds, got to kick a field goal.
Texas is for real.
They are.
They go
I'm
up to
not-
the
I'm
big
not-
house.
I'm not joking you on that, Rick. I'm not joking
I'll tell you
on
what
that,
else
Rick.
is for real. The Max Bar and Grill. It's easy to find at the National Golf Club in Westlake. Max, easy to enjoy because they're open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. They're easy because all the favorites are served to perfection. And the Max is easy on the wallet, too, for a night out or a family dinner. Just go there and ease your way into the Max Bar and Grill in Westlake.
And it's good. The Miller Lights win the big game.
You're right, Luke. Miller Lite is less filling and tastes great.
Wait, is this a dream?
No, Luke. This is a Miller Lite commercial.
What are you doing with the Johnson sofa?
They had a pipe break. Water leaked all over.
Really?
I'm a roto-rooter plumber.
Really?
We do water cleanup too.
Really?
Yeah.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
All right, we're back. Glad you're spending some time with us here at
Yes.
SoundOff. We always want to remind you the SoundOff is presented by locally owned and operated Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana, Therese and John Barker, and
Yes.
that whole crew of expert plumbers. They're here to serve your plumbing needs, and also they do those pesky little water
They
cleanup
do.
jobs. And how timely this message
Yeah,
is
that could be.
with Hurricane Francine. You
They're
never
gonna
know.
be busy.
I don't want to gree anybody.
They're going to be busy, I
But
promise
if you got a problem with water cleanup, it's Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana. Give them a call.
They are
Also,
gonna be
J&J
busy.
Exterminating is here to serve you as well for termite control, full exterminating pesticides
Yes.
and the like. These guys are experts on those creepy crawlers and keeping everything on. They know how to do it. That's called
does.
J&J Exterminating. All right. Quickly, back to LSU.
Okay.
Am I correct to say I heard the report Dellinger is back in practice this week, the center?
Yeah.
Chris Hilton, day to
Day
day. And, you know, you guys follow the Tigers. I kind of watch it. But they need that deep threat.
They do, but you
I
know
mean,
what?
they got plenty of wide receivers.
They do.
Saban was right.
Chris Hilton, though.
Saban, he's
Hilton
a
is
starter
good.
if
Hilton
he's
is
there.
good.
But Saban was right. You shake a tree in Louisiana, wide receivers fall out.
A few of them need a fall in the McNeese camp.
Yeah, they do.
I'm not
Rick.
being critical.
They do, Rick.
I'll get to that in a minute. All right, look. The odds makers in Vegas had McNeese 48-point underdogs to the Aggies.
Pretty
they
much
lose
right.
by 42.
Okay.
Look, win as expected. They dominated the line of scrimmage. I'm talking about the Aggies. They ran the ball at will. McNeese had a lot of trouble in the first half doing anything offensively. Kevin, I don't know how that Cowboy defense survived the first half. Every 5 seconds they were back on the field. That's got to be a toll. And A&M, they may not be in the upper half of the SEC, but that D-line is big, fast.
Big,
it's
Rick.
SEC,
it's
right?
Big, Rick, yes.
Yeah.
That was a load for that Cowboy defense.
I'm happy the majority of the players came out unscathed.
Well, the majority, but they lost Micah Davey. For the second half.
And that's
what is his condition?
Gary Goff won't say.
No, he won't say.
Earlier in the week at the press conference,
They need him.
he would not comment on any
He's their
injuries.
best player.
He is their best player. No
He is
comment
their
on
best player.
him and Curtis DeVille.
They need
left
him.
the game early in the first quarter.
Where is? I guess my question,
did not come
Rick,
back.
you stay closer to it than I do. Tell me what is the outlook on what type of offense McNeese wants to put on the field that can function? Because I'm lost right now. I'm totally confused.
I think, you know what I think you're confused about? Is that you think this air raid is all throw.
But
It's
that's
not.
what-
At
that's what
Valdosta
this-
State, Gary Goff had 50% of production on the ground. You're seeing what the New Orleans Saints did with this new
understand what
offense.
you're saying.
They want to lean on the run too, but they want to get the ball to open spaces quickly to their playmakers. Obviously, they haven't been able to do that.
That's
they
my
haven't.
point, Rick.
It's timing.
That's
But you've
my
got
point.
you've got a rotating, you got musical chairs at quarterback, and we're only 3 games in. You know, so a lot of they got some
I
moving
really
parts.
want McNeese to have success. Man, believe me when I tell you that I do, man. Golf has been on the show a number of times, and we love him. It just seems like deja vu, Rick. I keep saying this.
Look,
It seems like deja vu,
look.
Rick.
He hung his hat on second half. I'm talking about Gary Goff and the team coming out, staying with it,
Yeah.
didn't hang their heads.
Yeah.
19-yard drive, 10.5 minutes, 75 yards. They get a touchdown. This is against some backups with the Aggies.
Yeah.
But this is still SEC team.
I know what you're saying.
I mean, that's something to hang your hat
I
off.
get
I'm
that,
sorry.
Rick. I get
I
that.
was impressed.
Yeah.
I was impressed. 19 plays?
I'm not gonna. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna make too much of that when
I'm
you're
not
already
either.
behind
I'm not
by
either.
50. But
It's
not
still you're playing against backups for A&M that want to make an impression.
Yeah.
So and this is SEC players. So look, I'll give you that. I'll hang on. I think they should hang on that.
Okay.
They weren't going to win this game. Obviously, they weren't even going to be close. They didn't come out of it as cleanly as you would hope, injury-wise.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes. Now, the question going to Stephen F. Austin this weekend, outside of the hurricane and not being able to practice, probably Wednesday or Thursday, is who's going to be the starting
And those are 2 big
quarterback.
days for you, really.
Yeah, big days.
Those are
all
2
right.
big days.
They
really.
practice on
it-
Tuesday.
It's
but-
the only question, the health. I mean, we don't have a either-or situation.
No, it's not an either-or. Gary Goff says that he fully expects that Clifton McGow will be 100% ready for Stephen F. Austin and will practice at some point this week. So he's back at number 1.
Yeah.
And they need him to be healthy. They didn't want to take a chance in Aggie land. No.
If they
I
had
understand
played
that, Rick.
Stephen
I
F. Austin
understand
last
that.
week, my
I
guess
understand
is he would have played last week.
Yeah, he would have played.
Yeah.
But didn't want to take a chance on that. Am I the only one that watched this game and thought that the Aggies got all the flags? You're talking about Notre Dame?
Well, Rick, it's the SEC. Come on now, Rick.
Citizen had his entire helmet ripped off.
Come on, Rick. It's the SEC.
Where was the face mask? You don't have to draw. You don't have to grab the face mask to be
Well,
face
if
mask, by the way.
anything,
His whole helmet came off.
Look.
I'm wondering if his head was attached to
if
it.
anything, LSU got the better of the calls
They did
against
too, Scooty.
Nichols.
They
So what? A little trade-off?
Yeah, but
Look.
no
gosh.
trade-off.
Is it just me, Scooter?
The
and Rick?
SEC's going to get those calls.
Is it just me, guys? When you look at those money games, aren't those games called different? Is it just me?
They
I
shouldn't
don't
be.
know.
but
They did.
Those games are called different,
I
guys,
assume
because
that
I
was
think the referees know. this is a money game.
I assume that was a SEC crew that they had in Baton Rouge and College Station. And they didn't send, the cream of the crop. And it wasn't so much bad calls. It was just, God, they kept interrupting the flow of the game. And
you're right about that.
They were constantly respotting the ball here.
Oh, yeah. And drug on and drug. All right. Keep your fingers crossed for the All-American linebacker, Micah Davis.
He's got to come back.
They need him.
Oh, they got to have him.
They need him.
He's got to come back, Rick.
All right. So we'll see. Again, Gary Goff would not comment on the injury, so we'll see how that turns out.
Hopefully it's nothing bad.
Stephen F. Austin back in the Southland Conference, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, they're 1-1, and they played North Texas, I would assume, tough by the final score. And North Texas is FBS, so we'll see. They like to throw the ball. We'll have a little bit more on Stephen F. Austin in Thursday's show. But you mentioned it. Top of the show, did you not? Nickel State is for real. If you don't believe that preseason poll.
Good team.
Man.
They were very well
I didn't know they were that good.
Team. They're very well. They had some.
Tim Rebo does a great job down there.
They had some nice little alignments and stuff that got LSU out of the comfort zone, out of position. Let's be honest.
Well, and it's Cowboys in Thibodeau, and it's Cowboys at Incarnate Word. So those are the two rough road games, and those are the two best teams.
They are.
Don't watch out for Southeastern too. They're looking kind of strong too. All right, we'll take a break. Round 3 of the show. Saints and Panthers up next.
Oh my God.
Hey, mister, are you a Roto-Rooter plumber?
Guilty.
Did you fix what flooded my house?
Sure did.
Toilet overflow?
Nope.
Pipe break?
Getting warmer.
Busted water heater?
Nailed it.
How long can you hold your breath? Is that your real hair? What's the birds and the bees? Do you know where my grandma is?
I don't know.
What's next?
Wrapping up the water cleanup.
You do that too?
We do both.
Fair enough.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
I love being an adult because bringing a fruit platter to a party takes on a whole new meaning. Don't tell anyone it's store-bought. Simply Spiked. It's getting juicy.
What's bugging you?
Is it ants? They're crazy, tiny, irritating pests outside trying to get in. At J&J, we offer weapons to locate, eliminate, and prevent their entering your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
And it's good. The Miller Lights win the big game.
You're right, Luke. Miller Lite is less filling
And tastes great.
Wait, is this a dream?
No, Luke. This is Miller Lite commercial.
We're back at ESPN Bet at LaBerge. Welcome back to the show. Coming up in Thursday's show, in the fourth chair, we're going to welcome in the new director of NIL operations from McNeese State University. That would be Kiefer Ackley. He's going to join us on Thursday's show to talk about all that money situation, collectives, NIL. It's a confusing. My mind gets in a knot when I start figuring out all. And he's a lawyer. You need a lawyer in this kind of job to figure out all these court cases and everything else. That's in Thursday night show. Kiefer Ackley is going to join us on that. All right, I wanted to get back to LSU for 1 minute. Oh, no, it was Tulane. It was Tulane. I was watching this game. They had Kansas State beat.
I mean, Kansas is garbage.
Kansas State. I mean, the Greenies almost had an upset.
Kansas State.
Well, Kansas isn't garbage anymore.
No,
but
they're the top. They were in the top 20.
But
that's why I said that.
I think Tulane was favored in that game.
No way.
I think
no
so.
way.
Against Kansas State?
No. Kansas State 14th in the country. They were playing in New Orleans, and the Green Wave's got this great-looking young quarterback.
Really?
I mean, I was in and out of that game. Yeah, they had it, and then, of course, the Wildcats came back and won it by 7. But, hey.
You know, Tulane
Green Wave.
Go
good teams at home. Because, number one, the coaches like to come down there and recruit all the talent. And it's good for fans like going to New Orleans.
Good point. All right, let's get to the Saints in this offense. New offense coordinator.
Are we really going to talk about this game, Rick?
I mean, that offense looks starkly different from what we have seen the last 2 years with Pete Carmichael. I mean, lean on the run. What did I tell you? Alvin Kamara has to be big, and he came up big. We'll have more about Kamara in Thursday's show. He was huge.
Okay, but you know what I like? I like the way they used him, and that they didn't you saw how important he was to
He's
their
always
offense,
important, Scooter.
but they didn't overuse him.
Yeah.
It's a long schedule.
Exactly.
And they need him.
Taysom Hill in the eye back.
I liked exactly the way they used him.
Scooter, Rick, if I may interject for just 1 minute, Rick's all excited about last night's
I'm
game
very negative
with
on the
Saints
Saints.
and
I'm very
everything.
negative on them.
Scooter,
I'm pessimistic.
How many games did the Panthers win last year?
Oh, my God.
How many teams scored? Wait a minute,
Come on,
Mr.
Scooter.
Heinzmuth.
Come
How
on,
many
Scooter.
teams scored on their first 9 possessions against him?
9
And would have scored
straight.
10.
I can't believe you drinking
But
the
he
Kool-Aid,
wouldn't. He
Scooter.
wouldn't throw on 3rd and 6.
You really drinking the Kool-Aid,
with the
Scooter?
10th. No, I'm not drinking
I'm not
the Kool-Aid.
totally drinking the Kool-Aid,
But it is an NFL team.
It is.
They get paid.
They
get paid.
are.
They are
I
professionals.
thought maybe the Patriots were the worst. No, Carolina is the worst team in the NFL. Look, Bryce Young should never have been the #1 pick. He's a great, he's a great young man.
not.
He's
He
lost.
is a
He's
great
gonna get hurt,
He's
man.
lost.
He
He's gonna get
does.
hurt.
This is his second.
He's going to get hurt.
This is his second year. He does look lost.
Well,
He's gonna
third
get
coach,
hurt.
third
He's gonna get
offensive
hurt.
system
I
still.
mean,
Yeah, I feel for the guy. I feel for the guy.
I do too.
All right.
Because he is. He's a great young man.
Yeah. Kamara, Hill, Jawan Johnson,
Everybody
Olave,
participated,
Shaheed, J. Will, and Foster Moreau. I said last week I questioned if the Saints had enough playmakers.
They had
I'd be
enough
proven
yesterday.
wrong.
Look.
If they all stay healthy.
I didn't
Had
realize
plenty for
Shaheed was
Carolina.
that good.
He's good.
Shaheed is the real deal.
Oh, he is the real
You
deal.
know, the Saints
They're
always
all the
seem-
real deal.
He
I
is-
just
he
didn't
is
think
the
they had
real deal.
enough behind
Yeah.
the top 3 receivers. And
Yeah.
maybe they still don't. We're going to find out. But if Kubiak continues to spread it around,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the most impressive.
He did.
thing.
Yeah.
Everybody got involved.
I got to give it to him.
I get you. I get Derek Carr. 9 straight scores, scoring possessions, sharp, accurate, in control, ran the football at times, doing the flexion.
Can we have this conversation after they leave Dallas?
Okay, we'll get to that in Thursday
Okay,
show, okay?
okay.
I know, they're going to Dallas.
Let's have this conversation after
We'll
we
do
leave Dallas.
that Thursday.
And
ESPN debt.
That is the highest paid professional.
We'll talk
football
about that
player.
some other time too.
All right.
You and that money.
We all had concerns over the Saints' offensive line.
goodness.
Again, it's Carolina.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad,
Not
Rick.
bad.
I'm going to agree with you,
I
Rick. You know
thought
I'm
they
about
played
the Saints.
excellent against
You know how I'm
Carolina.
about the Saints, but not bad, Rick.
Now the test
bad.
again, Cowboys
bad.
coming up in Dallas against Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence and all that blitzing. We'll see, but we'll save that for Thursday. All right, so on the defensive side, are you happy, Mr. Curmudgeon? What was it? 3 turnovers, 4 sacks?
Yeah.
Again, it's Bryce Young, but
Bryce Young out the gate and threw a pick.
oh God.
Yeah, I
Come
don't
on, dude.
Yeah, first play.
Yeah. Threw a pick, man. That just messed your whole Sunday up right there, man.
All right, your boy, Dennis Allen, says we've got to keep grounded. Let's not get carried away.
You believe it? You believe it?
Well, no,
I noticed his sideline
I shouldn't
demeanor
be like
didn't
this.
change.
Really,
He
Scooter?
still looked bad.
Well,
Okay.
he's focused.
He's look,
He's
just like
focused.
Okay.
He's focused. Come on, guys.
okay,
He's
okay.
focused.
Go, Dennis Allen. Go, buddy. Go.
You can't find any criticism in this
No,
game.
you can't. Not in
Okay,
this game. You
it
can't.
is at home against the worst team, but
can't.
they hit on all cylinders.
They did. They did.
I mean, defense strong, offense strong.
They did.
Blake Groupie. I mean, did he kick a kick under 50 yards?
Dude.
And,
I mean,
they,
bam,
and they were
bam,
all right
bam.
down the middle. Because in
Bam.
pre-season, that was kind of a question I had. I didn't think his kicks in preseason, they looked a little iffy.
He was
Yeah.
ready.
Even when he made them.
That man was ready. So they
Of
were.
course,
They were
none
hitting
of
on all
them, there
cylinders.
wasn't a lot of pressure on any
No,
of them.
Oh,
not
of
at all.
course they were. Of course
Not
they
at
were.
all.
All right, quickly around that South though. Falcons lose. Didn't look all that great. Little
Looked
clunky.
awful.
Little clunky. Baker Mayfield, 24 for 29, beating up on Jalen Daniels in Washington. The Bucs are going to be good. I think in the end, the Falcons. I think we have a 3-horse race here.
Yeah.
If that offensive
Yeah.
line for New Orleans
Yeah.
stays
Yeah,
steady.
Don't
If
you count
not-
out the Falcons, though.
Speaking of which,
don't count
I
them
didn't
out.
see the game. I don't know actually, but Jaden Daniels' numbers were pretty good.
They lost, but they were pretty good.
He had like 85 yards rushing.
Yeah, they lost by a ton, but he
and
had
2 touchdowns.
Of all those rookie starting quarterbacks, he probably performed the best.
I agree, Rick.
I mean,
with you
Caleb
there.
Williams was awful
He
for
was
the
awful.
Bears.
Was
He was awful.
He was awful. Bo Nix struggled in Denver. Of course,
He was awful.
Sean Payton had him throwing over You know, maybe in Thursday's show, maybe we'll get on Tariq Hill and that mess.
That's crazy, man.
Gosh, we got to go to break. Final round of the show coming up next.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
J&J Exterminating is here for you with our water damage sanitation treatments and wood protective borate treatments. There is no charge for home evaluations. Contact your local J&J Exterminating professional.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Hey, mister, did you fix what flooded my house?
Sure did.
Busted water heater?
Nailed it.
What's next?
Wrapping up the water cleanup.
You do that too?
We do both.
Fair enough.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup. All right, welcome back. Final round.
Yes.
All right, I was at the Barb Airline game. Big crowd, big game.
Yeah.
Great, 52-49, one of the best high school football games of the weekend.
Really?
A lot of people there to watch it. A little advice for Skeet Owens and the coaching staff: teach the young quarterback to throw the ball out of bounds. That's all I'm going to say.
How do you score 101 points in 48 minutes?
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
101, that's 48 minutes.
Yeah, great game, 52-49, Airline wins, but the young quarterback, they lose the game, and he gets sacked with no clock ticking.
Got to throw it out of bounds.
Got to throw it out of bounds.
Got to throw it out of bounds.
All right, here we go. All right, let's go there. Tariq Hill. Tariq Hill. Look, reminiscent of Scotty Scheffler going to the U.S. Open.
Exactly, Greg.
Arrested, handcuffed. He's arrested. Tariq Hill did not get arrested, cited by Dade County Police for reckless driving, speeding, yada, yada, yada. Slamming into the ground, handcuffed.
That was not necessary. But
he had to be mouthing off. Come on. It's Tariq Hill.
I didn't see it.
His post interview, watch his post interview. He said, and I want y'all to know off the bat, I did not curse. I did not get rude. My mom didn't raise me like that. And I talked to my head coach, and he saw what was said on the body cam. And my point is, guys, what if this wasn't a Tariq Hill?
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
And that's valid.
He said, what if this wasn't a Tariq Hill?
You let him know who it was?
I don't know if he did or not, Scooter.
Wait a minute. Why are we talking
but he did play.
Why is he driving a McLaren to the game? Even home games, they stay in a hotel and take a bus, don't they?
No. Even when I played, you leave your house.
No,
that's
sleep
a
in your own bed.
It's my whole life. I've been to Saints games and been at the hotel there.
We didn't do that. Denver, you stayed at home.
Crazy. Tariq Hill.
I have been in New Orleans and been in the same hotel.
They're going to talk amongst themselves.
The Saints were.
Angel Reese, season's over in the WNBA. Wrist going to have the surgery. Any shot at NBA of the year?
No.
That'd be
She needed some more games. She needed some more games.
Yeah, Angel Reese, all the double-doubles, but the season comes to
She set a record as a rookie.
Yeah,
She's a double-double machine.
PGA versus the Live Tour. Love it. Scheffler. And I love those things.
I did not know about that.
Oh, yeah, it developed. It's coming up in December. Scheffler and McIlroy against Koepka.
Some bad blood
and
it is.
Bryson DeChambeau. We're out of time. We've got to
just
go.
two?
We'll see you
Always
next time
fun,
right
guys.
here on CBS Lake Charles.